Welcome to Rethink Gaming's Tuesday Night RPGs. We are playing Waterdeep Dragon Heist through Discord and Fantasy Grounds. Thanks, as always, to Sirenscape for the amazing atmosphere and music. Make sure you check them out at www.sirenscape.com. You've just got to be using it at your gaming table. If you want to support this content, please consider joining us on Patreon or checking out Rethink Gaming on DM's Guild. We have a Halloween release coming out in just a couple of days. It's got some really amazing art in it from a guest artist. Black and white, very creepy. Looking forward to it. You're going to find that up there. But on this topic, let's begin. Okay. Excuse me. So the party last dealt with their two guests by making sure that they were in the good hands of the Blackstaff, the most favorable party to the party. The most favorable faction, I guess we'll say, is the Grey Hands to the party. Vajra had directly said that she was confident that they had, no skeletons in their closet, nothing to hide. They then made their way over to the Temple of Gond to get a Nimblewright detector that should hopefully help them find Nim and see what he did with that stone that he stole, that Stelio got accused of taking.
I am not a crook.
The party was last seen standing out in front of the Temple of Gond with the Nimblewright detector in their hot little hands. Who has it specifically?
I'll take it.
Okay.
I think it was handed to you in the first place. So
It was used on me first, so I feel
Yeah.
like I am most accustomed with it.
Well, she had to validate that it wasn't going to detect you. Otherwise, it would be pointless.
I could just not be in the radius of it.
Fair. But it does not detect you, so yeah, sure, you can carry it. You've got it in your hand. You are standing then up by the temple, which is certainly somewhere in the city. Where is that guy? Here's your lovely city map. I believe it's down by the castle ward, but let's find out real quick.
That was a good one.
That was a decent one.
Yeesh.
Poor dog. Sorry.
I see she gave us the waterproof model, since it has an umbrella.
Yeah, just in case it
Nice.
rains. You never know. Yeah, so how do you want to conduct this here search, fellas?
So, does somebody want to help me try and plot out a path through the city, knowing that the thing has about a 500-foot range? Is what she said.
Yeah, I think so. Where did you say we were starting at, Bob?
In the city of Waterdeep? Why is this confusing?
Hey, Maps, why don't you go help him out with that there map? I'm gonna look at Falmer right in the eyes.
Did she specify whether or not it was a 500-foot diameter or radius?
Radius. 1,000-foot diameter.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
So the House of Inspired Hands is in the Sea Ward.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Why don't I see that?
It's in the north.
See, I was
Yeah.
looking by the sea and the
Yeah,
sound.
so was I for a second.
It's by the sea, just not the harbor.
Let's see. So, where are we in relation to the Street of the Singing Dolphin? Are we like in the northern end of it, or the southern end of it, or
Yeah, the singing dolphin. I see.
the big street?
Yeah, I see.
Give me a second. I will get your answer. I was just advising a junior DM. It's like, you really got to know the city. And I don't know. Do as I say, not as I do, young DMs. Alright, this part of town is labeled Gondwatch? I'm gonna guess. So that's off of Shark Street.
Shark Street.
Shark
Ooh,
Street.
Okay.
Shark Street. Ooh, ah.
Oh, there it is. So we're like kind of in the middle.
Yeah,
Well,
so
we're
we're
closer
gonna
to the, like,
say
southern
the
side.
temple, brought to you by the letter G, is right there.
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
So we could
Is there a...
just like go straight south along Sea-Watch Street, right? Just like walking along that way until we get to Dobbs Loss, head up there, and then head all the way north up the Street of the Singing Dolphin, and we should cover like the majority of the Seaward just by taking that route, don't you think?
Yeah, I would love if this had like a little like Rosetta Keystone kind of thing in one of the corners saying
Doesn't
how
it have a
big.
scale somewhere?
That's what I
It
was thinking, and
doesn't.
it does not.
Well, I would assume that. Let's see. How big is a real life block? Why don't I know this answer?
Because we don't live on a block system here. We're too rural for that.
We measure streets by bales of hay here.
Oh. 310 to
Wrong.
323
There's a 3-bale
feet
street.
in length is a city block. So I feel like if we went down that way, we would be able to sweep like the whole western side of that area, and then as we went back up along the Street of the Singing Dolphin, we'd be able to sweep both sides, don't you think?
Yeah,
500-foot radius.
I was expecting something, and I guess this is slightly different than what I was expecting, but this is still in feet of a map that is super small compared to this. So this is
Yeah.
Okay, so which general direction are you? South first?
We want to start south. Does that sound good to you guys?
Well, since we're in the north, shouldn't we just cut off this top part of the north and just work our way down?
Well, I'm just thinking we look in the Seaward first, since that's like, close to the temple.
Well, he
Maybe-
wasn't at. So the hotspots we knew that he was at was our house
Mm-hmm.
and the what the fuck is their name? The manor of the Growlhounds.
Yeah.
Right? So are either of those in the Sea Ward?
No.
Okay.
They're on the absolute other side of the map.
So likelihood of him being over here, I think, might be low. We can still check it, but I don't think this is like a high priority area.
When did she say Nim was last at the temple? Did she?
I think she said like a week or so, maybe even more.
So he could be anywhere. Okay. Yeah, so he could be anywhere. So I mean, we could.
Methinks he would avoid anywhere near the temple in fear
Yeah.
of them seeing him and being like, "Oh shit, you're not supposed to be out here."
So you think he might not even be in the Sea Ward at all?
He's definitely not going to be close anywhere here, because the people of the Gon Temple would definitely recognize him.
Well, also, we could just turn on the beacon and find him.
Well, but we're just like thinking of a general direction to walk in with the beacon, We could take Delzerin Street all the way to the alley, like behind Troll Skull, and just walk that way and see if we pick him up that way, and then search the North Ward.
About how long does the device stay active for? Because it times out, right?
It takes about 3 seconds to scan a 500-foot radius.
So this isn't an active thing. This is like stamps, essentially.
Yeah, you push the button, and if it pings sooner than 3 seconds, something is close and you kind of have a general sense of which direction it is, you get a little closer and ping it again and confirm that, yeah, we're getting closer.
Okay, so it might be a good idea to go visit some hotspots where we know he's been to see if he's around there. So maybe even start with the Growlhund estate.
Well, yeah, and that would take us, like, we would have to go that way anyway, since the Growlhund estate is, like, right across from that big E. So we would go, like, if we took Delzern Street the whole way, pretty much, we could get
Bob,
to,
could you
like,
send the map towards me again?
we would be in range, at least, of the Growlhund estate if we went that way.
Ooh,
Thank
hi
you.
there. The big E and C? Wait, big
No,
E.
no, no. You see where Troll Skull Alley is?
Uh-huh.
The T. Directly to the right of that,
Oh, I see the
there's
E.
an E. Across the street from that E is Growlhund Manor.
Got it.
Right there.
Okay.
So it's right next to Troll Skull. So we have to go that way anyways if we want to visit both of those locations.
What's the cooldown like on this thing? Does it have? Can I start it up again right after I use it, or does it have to like, take a second?
You can start it up right again.
Okay, so I can just keep on pinging it as we go down
You can.
the street. Okay.
Okay.
Does
so
that sound good to everyone then?
Let's do it.
Going straight
Indeed.
east
Yeah.
to Troll Skull.
So it takes you 25-30 minutes to walk down there, pinging all along the way. It does not detect any nimble rights by the time you arrive at Troll Skull.
I say we go straight down to the Swords Maiden.
I say we just take the high road and just walk down the middle of the map, basically, and just keep pinging it.
It
Yeah.
doesn't make too loud a noise with the like ramble of the city, right?
It doesn't. It's like a chime, like finger chimes.
Okay.
She knows she's gonna notice that. Just let her rip down the high road.
Yeah, we could just take love to know how big on the map it is, like the range. Makes so much easier.
Well, we don't have to get exactly scientific with this. Just explain to me the path you're trying to use, and we'll work it from there.
We can take the high road till we get to Trader's Way, and go through the market until we hit Warrior's Way, and then walk between Warrior's Way back to the high road. To kind of ping. That'll ping the most of the map, if not all of it.
I just have a really bad spatial recognition with like distances, so it's we can do that, yeah.
Okay.
That seems fine with me. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
let's just do that
we're
right now.
moving down the high road to Warrior Way.
Yeah, either there or Trader's Way first, and go through the market, or we can go down to the Bazaar Street and Warrior's Way.
Okay. Yeah. So
Pinging
assuming,
it,
like you can cut right through the middle of the market if you want to split the difference on those two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So you ping all through there and do not locate a nimble right.
Okay, then I say we just shoot down to Trades Ward, hit a ping, and then hit Snail Street and go down to where it forks off to
We're not taking
Snail
Snail
or
Street.
Ship. Okay, well, okay, I forgot
We're
about
not
that.
taking Snail Street.
We can go to Trades Ward and then cut over to either Gut Alley or Book Street.
I don't think we should go to Gut Alley either.
Oh my
as
God,
long as it's
you
not
big babies.
no we can't get through Snail Street. It's gonna take us
I know,
forever.
I remember. But anyway, we
We
can
can go through the way of the
can-
dragon.
Yeah,
Just
we can
cut
go
straight
through
to the
that
middle.
either too, and then just go down to the southward, because I honestly assumed as he wanted to get as far away as possible. The first thing I was gonna do is check the dock ward, but
Well, we could just take the high road all the way down to the south gate and then go back up the way of the dragon. And like
Yeah,
ping
that's true.
through to the dock ward.
All right.
Yeah.
So moving things forward then, all the way down the high road to the south gate, nothing found. The way of the dragon. How far up that are you going?
I say we go
Net
to
Street?
yeah, like Net Street.
Filet Lane.
Okay. Somebody's putting something away.
That's
Sounds like Mikey.
yeah.
I'm getting tea and
Uh,
nothing else.
and nothing for me.
Yeah, rude. What about your
Yeah.
guest?
What do you want?
What do you have is the real question.
Well, if it's beer, it's in my fridge right now.
All right, that's perfect.
All right.
So go up to Net Street, you think?
I say
yeah, I
Net
say
Street.
Net Street
Then we cut across. Hop up.
till we
Okay.
Press,
hit.
press bow.
As you come across
Yeah.
Net Street, the device begins to ping. It's indicating the direction of 3 large ships.
Oh, so we need to go towards Dock Street. Or
We could walk
Astral's
along
Way.
Dock Street. Yeah.
Yeah, I
if-
say we take Net to dock.
Well, because so if it's pointing to basically the west or like southwest, you have the first end of Dock Street. There's some docks at Dock Street, like
Yeah.
all the way up that. So I didn't know where we should. I mean, if we go to Net Street and just take it to the
Hey, look,
the
some
big
large
S
ships are
that
showing
just
up on the map.
yeah, the big S that just popped up. I figured that would probably reach the other docks.
Yeah, so as you come around this part of the street, you're definitely getting a strong signal coming from one of those 3 ships. They're all sort of side by side, so it's difficult to tell at this point what's going on. The docks are bustling and chaotic, but you can see that the first ship right by the gangplank is a little shaded area. It's kind of like a lean-to, but not quite that big. Little tent where there are 3 men sitting, watching, people watching, but they're sitting right by the gangplank of the first ship.
You think we should approach them and ask them?
I mean, I
Or-
can always just
Ask
make
him what?
Han
Are you
turn into
harboring a
somebody.
small robot?
Well, we could ask them if they've seen a small robot since they've been people
Like-
watching.
Have you seen this big toaster? Okay, have you seen a smaller one?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you guys want to do that, I'm gonna try and suss out which ship it's coming from.
Okay.
I mean, I could just have Han turn into Stelio and just be like, "Hey, yo, there a smaller me around?"
Let's not do that.
Ooh. Okay, so
I don't see the issue.
the
I
3
see it.
ships are named Heartbreaker, Hellraiser, and Eyecatcher.
The
One of
Nina, the
catches
Pinta, the
my
Santa
eye.
Maria.
I've got my bets on Hellraiser.
I was thinking the same thing.
I've got my bets on Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I've got my bets on Zed Leplin.
Heartbreaker. I
He's
think
got
it's
you there.
Heartbreaker.
Yeah, I mean, me and Han will just take a boat and hit the thing and tell me where it's at.
If I'm standing on the dock, is it gonna point to a specific ship?
It indicates the Eyecatcher.
Unfortunate.
Let us go.
Is that the one the 3 guys are by, or were they by?
The 3 guys are by the Heartbreaker. It's the first of the 3 ships that are moored very closely together.
Okay. Was somebody gonna go speak to them? I thought somebody said.
Yeah, I'll go talk to him. Me and Han.
Okay.
Did anybody else want to?
Hey,
Oh, that's it.
Bob,
Yes.
I'm going to join them I'm not gonna like say anything, but I'm gonna walk up and I would like to prepare an action.
Okay.
If I see a oversized toaster start running, I would like to cast hold person.
Swap.
So Jacob,
Okay.
don't sprint anywhere.
Okay, so you, as you approach, you see the unmistakable dark purple skin of drow, which explains why they're sitting out of the sunlight. One of them, wearing long black robes, looks up at you, shading his eyes, and smiles. Top of the day to ya.
Top of the morning. So as Han, ooh. I guess I can't persuade them to do it. Yeah, I'm just gonna strike up a conversation and ask them how the passers-by are doing.
Just an ordinary day from here. Bright and painful as ever.
And you haven't seen any odds going ons over here?
I have not. Is there anything I should have heard about?
Nope, just take an inventory of what's happening around the dock and just hanging out.
Haven't seen a thing, sir. Haven't seen a thing. Especially with all those no good Zents locked up. The guy sitting next to him chuckles.
Yeah, I'm at a loss here. I'm gonna
Do
turn.
you have business with the captain?
Nope. We're just looking for a buddy of ours that's lost.
Understood.
You haven't seen any strange people rolling by, have you?
Just you and your lot.
Well,
Only folks out of place all day.
Yeah, I got nothing. Falamer?
Yeah,
You got anything you want to add?
not in particular.
I mean, I don't even know, like, I mean, I guess I could roll an investigation, but I got nothing.
Haven't had any new people join your crew in the past few days, have you?
No, didn't know we were recruiting. Do you know any drow?
No. The person we're looking for is not a drow.
Well, then he's unlikely to be among us.
Well, I mean, is there anything in their little tent shack thing that could possibly hide a person or
No.
toaster?
It's barely
Okay.
big enough for the three of them in their chairs.
Okay, well then I'm gonna go back to the boat.
So you're walking past them towards the boats?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Stelio and the gang.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Let's see. No. Higher. Oof. Just to see. Blammo. Okay, that's a little bit better.
One of the three has gotten up and is keeping an eye on you. He's following you from a distance.
Okay.
Okay, so you
Well,
are reunited as a group.
Inform Stelio and Strauzik that they were shady as pretty much everyone else is down here. Nothing's been out of the ordinary. No harboring a fugitive, and one of them's following us. No big deal.
Did you really expect them to tell you that they were harboring a fugitive?
No, but where they were sitting, there's no way that they could just there was barely big enough room for the three of them in their chairs.
Well, he's on the ship. Well, something's on the ship. So,
Yeah, but we don't know if it's their ship.
did you ask them?
No.
Oh. Okay. Is there
Well, they didn't.
anybody coming and going on the ship that the eye catcher?
No, it's pretty calm.
Pretty calm.
I mean, I'll stand outside, make sure no one runs in or out. If you guys want to go check it out.
I'm not gonna go on that ship. It's not my ship. That's trespassing.
Well, there's also
I mean,
no
I'm not saying,
gangplank
like-
down for any but the Heartbreaker.
Let's see. Are all these ships on the same dock?
Yes, they're all three in a
Okay,
row.
cool. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, I can stay at the edge of the dock and wait for someone sprinting off if you want to go snoop around.
I'm not gonna snoop around again. It's trespassing.
I'm not saying just board their boat. I mean, I'm not saying illegally. I'm just saying if you wanted to go ask some questions.
I was gonna ask some questions. I asked the three guys. No, two guys and the one following you now. But
Well, then let's go talk to them.
okay, let's do it.
So,
Um,
I guess you head back up the dock.
yeah, I'd want to. So, is he like trying to not be obvious that he's watching us, or is he obviously watching us?
He's casually but obviously watching you. He wants you to be able to see him. I mean, he's not like leering at you. As you
Okay.
approach, however, he reaches his right hand somewhat slowly and rests it on the palm or the butt of a pistol that's tucked into his belt.
Okay, well then I am also going to put my hand on the butt of a
Whoa,
pistol that's tucked into my
whoa.
belt.
Calm, friends.
I'm not
We're-
whipping it out. I'm just
We're here to
I-
talk.
walking
Bob,
with
I
my
would-
gat.
I would
Chill.
like to change my ready action to if this man goes to pull the pistol. Cast hold person.
Okay.
Yeah, Han's also gonna do that.
Double the hold person.
I just have a couple questions to ask. I'd just like to know who owns that ship.
Oh yes, that one.
Which one are you pointing at?
The eye catcher.
All three of these belong to Zarda Zord. He growls.
Who is that?
Master Entertainer. Owner of the Sea Maiden's Fair.
Oh. Fairs are cool. So what kind of business do you guys do with your ships?
Entertainment.
Okay. Do you have is there a fair coming up soon? Is that why you guys are here, or what's going on with the entertainment business, I guess?
The Master has business in Waterdeep.
Okay.
What be your business on this dock?
Looking for something that's lost. It's actually got a tracker on it, and it was saying it was over here, but I don't know what it would be doing on an entertainment ship. So
What'd you lose?
Oh, just a small trinket. It's got great personal value, so that's why we've got the tracker on it.
Can't say as we've got an inventory of the trinkets on all these ships.
I wouldn't expect you to.
Look, if you want to have a word with the captain, it could be arranged. Otherwise, shove off.
My jorts.
You know,
A meeting with the captain sounds lovely.
yeah, it would sound awesome.
I was hoping you'd shove off.
Sorry for the wait.
Wait here. He heads back towards the tent. A few minutes later, you hear the pulleys rattling up above. You see that 2 crewmen are lowering the gangplank from the eye catcher to allow you to come on board.
Yay!
Oh. I would like to let everybody know that we are just here to talk. We're not whipping out any pistols. We're not going to violate the code legal by casting magic on anybody against their will, like we've done a couple times.
I have never cast magic on somebody who didn't harm me first.
It
That's
doesn't
not true.
matter.
I did it as me one time.
I need to get a pistol since my main damage type is illegal.
I think they've clearly stated that any damage dealt is illegal.
We're having a nice, civil conversation, hopefully.
Okay, so the gangplank is down. 2 sailors gesturing you to come aboard.
I would like to head aboard.
A young-looking female drow says, "You here to see the captain?"
That would be pleasant. Yes.
Right, follow me. She takes you down into a dining cabin, bedecked with golden filigree, purple curtains festooned with silken tassels. The wooden paneling is scented with perfume, and a magnificent feast laid out on golden platters sprawls atop a mahogany table of exquisite craftsmanship. Even the doilies are something to behold. Standing behind it, with wine glass in hand, is a well-built, scantily clad human man, his scarlet apparel designed to accentuate his trim figure and bountiful chest hair. A flashy rapier hangs from his stylish belt. "Welcome aboard the Eye Catcher," he says, flashing pearly white teeth. "Zarda Zord, at your service."
You're a lot to take in. Ooh, okay. That's okay. Mood change. Got it. Hi, how's it going? I'm Stelio, and this is our band of people. We run a tavern in Waterdeep.
Welcome, Stelio. Welcome, friends. Everyone, please sit.
Is there enough chairs for all of us to sit at?
Yes, it's a huge table, and there's food for all.
Unfortunately, I don't eat.
Im's toaster.
Strauzik, would you do you want mines?
No, thank you.
So, have you come to join my show?
No, liking the tavern business. It's pretty interesting. Thanks for the offer.
I
Keep
see.
it in mind.
So you hear about the advertisements?
Not particularly. We're looking for something that's lost, actually.
Oh?
Yes.
I love mysteries.
Well, hopefully we can solve this one soon. It's not anything of great importance to most people. It's more of a personal, kind of important thing. Very sentimental. Uh, being
Oh,
one of my
yes.
kind, we don't get very many sentimental things.
We care very much about matters of the heart here at the fair. It's our stock and trade.
Awesome. Well, see, we have a tracker on it, and this device lets me know where it's at, since I care about it so much. And this device was saying that it's actually here on this ship, but I don't know how accurate that is.
May I see the device?
Um, it's kind of one of a kind, so I don't like giving it to other people.
On my honor,
Um,
I will not break it.
I want to roll an insight to see if he's got any nefarious intentions.
Okay. Anybody who wishes to may roll an insight as well.
Can I roll a perception to see if I think that he can handle himself with this with this tool, that he won't drop it or break it?
Yes, you can.
I have insight.
Yeah, you believe he can? Yes, he seems relatively dexterous and capable adult type person. Your insight checks do not give you any reason to doubt him specifically.
All right, maybe just this once, but again, it is one of a kind, so please do be careful.
Bob,
Please.
while we're rolling, I'd like to roll a history check to see if I've heard of him or any of his band before.
Okay. You have not.
Oh.
So he activates the device. It dings almost right away. Oh, what a lovely chime. And this
Yes.
tells you something is nearby?
Yes, that means that the thing that we're looking for should be nearby, but I don't know how it'd be on the ship, seeing as you're all entertainers. So
I completely agree with you, but we do trade occasionally with the people in the city. Maybe we bartered for this fauble. What are you looking for exactly?
it's really hard to describe. It's something that reminds me of my homeland, so it's not. It's hard for other people, fleshy people, to kind of understand what it's like.
Oh, I do like guessing games. Is it larger than a bread box?
On occasion, yes.
On occasion. Ooh, interesting. Is it an animal?
It is not an animal.
Vegetable?
Not a vegetable. No.
Mineral?
No, not a mineral.
Oh. Very interesting.
Quick question to the DM as a refresher. This thing tracks the construct and not the stone, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. I definitely don't want him to know that we're looking for a small moving machine.
I mean,
So.
You're a small moving machine.
I am not small.
He's medium-sized.
I am slightly larger than a human.
Oh dear. I believe we're out of wine. He picks up a bell and rings it. Ding,
Please,
ding,
please.
ding, 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 ding.
Please let them just walk in carrying wine.
You see a Nimblewright walk in carrying wine.
Does he have any reactions to seeing us here?
The no right does not have any reactions to seeing you. It does not appear to be the same one.
Oh, what a curious being. What is it? Reminds me of myself.
This is my manservant, my loyal companion.
Got it. Okay.
Does it have a name?
I have not named it. It doesn't speak.
Curious. Where, if you don't mind me asking, did you acquire such a thing?
During my last visit to Lantan, I purchased 4. There are 2 on this ship, and 1 on each of the other 2.
Am I correct in remembering that it only went to this ship? The device?
The device led you to this ship, yes.
Okay. I wonder if it's just a concentration thing. Well, your companion does certainly remind me of what it is I'm looking for. But it's not quite so animate. So maybe they're made of the same material is why it was activating?
Certainly is possible.
I see.
And you have no other objects of a similar construct?
No, I have not. And as I told the guard, all 4 of mine are accounted for.
If
see.
one brings you wine, what could the others possibly do? Maybe I need to acquire one of these myself.
This one cares to me personally and makes sure that I don't miss any of my appointments. Helps me get dressed, makes sure that I'm well fed, and sets tables for guests. The other 3 each handle navigation tasks aboard the ships. They're specially made. I do let them march in the parade. However, at no other time do they leave the ship. And again, as I told the guard, none of them have been anywhere near the city of the dead.
Do you mind me asking why the guard thought your companion was near the city of the dead?
Well, they found some pieces, I suppose.
I see. Do you know of any other constructs like yours in the city?
The House of Helping Hands, the Temple of Gond, has several, I believe.
Okay. But just that one area, right? Is just the Temple of Khan?
As far as I know, everybody's got their own business, you know.
That is true.
Well, I guess we need to be going now.
Yeah,
Oh, so
it's
soon?
We are on a quest, and must do it hastily.
I do understand, but could you at least tell me some of your tale? I'm always on the lookout for
perhaps-
good stories.
Perhaps if you come and visit us at our tavern, we can share a few tankards of ale.
Oh, yes. I believe I know the very place. He winks.
Stand up, scoot my chair in, bow, take off.
I will stand, but I'm not going to do the whole bowing thing.
I was going to say curtsy again, but I was trying to come up with more artful ways of doing so.
flourish.
Yeah.
Well, this has been most what is the word you people use? Not you people, but like you
Humans.
fleshy types. Studious? No. It's a very good learning experience, I guess.
Well, I'm very pleased you stopped by. It's very nice to get to meet you.
It was very nice meeting you.
Okay. This man is not a drow. This man is a human. Darth Rab.
That's just being specious.
He's surrounded by drow for some reason.
Not gonna ask about that.
So y'all heading
None
out?
of our business.
I've concluded my business here, unless somebody else wants to ask, more about the circus.
I think people are leaving. I don't know
Yep,
if
I'm
everybody
ready.
is leaving.
Yeah, I think we probably should head to the City of the Dead, don't you think?
I would absolutely love to head that way.
I
Mhm.
agree
Yep.
wholeheartedly.
So we take Snail Street.
I say we go through Three Dagger Alley.
Three Dagger Alley.
Man,
Yeah.
how many daggers do you think they have back there?
More than 3.
Oh, yeah?
Surprisingly. Yeah. Oh,
Well,
absolutely.
That
Would you like
that
to go?
sounds like. I mean, that just sounds like false
It's a-
advertising. So
It's a shortcut. It's a shortcut.
Okay. So you head to the City of the Dead. Which entrance?
Um,
The
probably the
nearest
southernmost
one?
entrance, right?
The south entrance.
And just work our way all the way north.
Okay.
yeah.
So it's
Let's-
getting late in the afternoon. The guards sort of do a half-hearted salute as you approach and gesture over to the sign that says closes at dusk. As you come in.
So, how long will it take us to get across, and how long until dusk?
After you arrive at the city, you have about 3 hours
Plenty of
of
time.
daylight left.
Plenty of time.
Uh-huh.
We trudge on.
All right. What are you looking for?
I guess we're just sweeping the area.
Are we
Dang
still
it.
using the ping in the thing?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
I'm guessing you got it back.
Yes,
Oh.
before we left. I assumed that was a given.
Nah. Nothing is given.
Okay, the pings lead you toward the back of the City of the Dead, very near the wall. You see a man dressed head to toe in black plate mail, patrolling the area.
Black Knight. I've heard stories of this one.
I will. I want to kind of just separate myself from the group. I think, either north or south, whichever way the group is not coming from, and wave him down. Say hello, greetings, and see if I can get him to stop doing what he's doing.
Yes, as you wave to him, he lays his great sword up on his shoulder and begins marching briskly in your direction.
I'll meet him like halfway. Not quite halfway. I'll meet him a third of the way.
You're not good enough for halfway.
Gotta make him do the work.
I'm drunk, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
That's fair.
He's just drunk at all points in time.
I feel that.
He approaches you. Well, Amata,
How are you on this fine evening?
it's quite hot.
I can imagine in that black mail.
It's required by my god. I can't
Ah.
possibly put it down.
I understand. Are you a paladin then? Perhaps a cleric?
I am but a humble knight. Have you seen any
and-
necromancers?
Necromancers? Goodness, no.
You just a stray look at Greg.
I don't deal with the dead, only shadows.
uh, w- there are necromancers about?
Somebody's stealing the bones.
Stealing the bones? Why would they be stealing bones?
Making skeletons. Abominations. As a knight to Kellamvor, I see to it that the dead rest easy.
On board.
A good man, then.
How do you spell that?
And it's-
Kellemvor.
Kele.
Is it just these bones, or is it all of the bones in the city of the dead?
Are
I'll
you
rip Ja-
mocking
I'll-
me?
No. No, sir. No mockery here. Just trying to get the whole story. Never heard of any necromancers
You have to
trying to
forgive
make
me.
skeletons.
Your language, it's unfamiliar.
Ah, yes, I am a foreigner in these lands as well. So, what can I do to help?
Oh, would you be so kind as to help me?
Perhaps.
You've been speaking
As
to
long-
the druids.
My best mate is a druid.
Wonderful. I asked them for help long ago, but no one came. I'm so glad they sent you.
I was not sent. Merely am just a citizen looking to do some good.
Oh, I must apologize. Perhaps I used the word incorrectly.
That's okay, friend. What are your tasks here? What can I do for you?
I may have overstayed my welcome. The city guards, see, they started off being accommodating, but since there was an incident, and now less so. But if you could help me do my patrols, perhaps we could catch the bastards red-handed. That'd show 'em.
Is it only at nighttime, or is it any hour of the day?
Well, I patrol all day and well into the night. But I haven't caught anybody yet.
I see. Well,
The guard lock us in at night, see? So then we need to find a place to stay.
yes.
Are you
city
comfortable
guard
around
can
the
be-
dead?
Depends on whether or not they are animated dead, or those who are trying to make them become so.
I am usually quite calm, but the robot, he startled me.
The robot. Do you perhaps?
Oh, you mean our toaster?
Yeah, I'll like a small or like a human sized.
Like a child. Creeping
A
around.
child robot. Did you see where he went?
Well,
Perhaps he has something to do with these bone snatchers.
I don't believe so. Not as I could tell, anyway.
When did last you see him? And
Night before last. Smashed him to bits, I did.
okay. Well, what did he see? What was he doing? Was he a threat?
I thought he was connected to the goings on and the sneakings about, and even showed him to the guard, but they said I was wrong.
Well, quite unfortunate that. Perhaps maybe tonight would be the night you will find your culprit. I must get going now, but I will be back soon, and if you are still on your watch, perhaps maybe I can assist you and maybe take over, help out, spread out our search.
That would be amazing.
I'll kind of.
He looks over at Stelio and says, and again, very sorry about your friend.
Were we with him? I thought he went off by himself in like a different direction from
Oh, I
us.
thought you guys were all together.
I tried to do it by myself.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
Then he can't have done that. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, he looks across the way to Stelio and says that to Zorlos. How about that?
That's fair. I'll just say, I'm sure he didn't. Your intentions were true. I'll kind of do a little,
Do
a
they
bitch move, and then
do they
What?
vary their kind? Do you know?
do I know? Can I? Actually, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'll just turn to him and say that. I'm not exactly sure. I can always ask my friend. And
I collected the pieces as best I could, anyway, and piled them behind that mausoleum. He points to the one over there.
all right.
Oh, and I almost forgot. He pulls a piece of parchment out of his belt pouch, hands it to you. I already looked. It's just a mausoleum.
Alrighty. Do I have this piece of parchment?
Mm-hmm. You open it up. It's a rough map of the city of the dead. It has the word Castellanter written by an X, not far from where you're currently standing.
Nice. All right. So I'll bid my adieu to the knight. Wish him a fair search, a nice watch, and I'll get going back to my group.
He salutes and goes back to patrol.
All right. So he smashed a nimble right not 2 nights ago.
Oh no.
Hid the remains, not hid the remains. He collected the remains behind that structure over yonder.
Walking that way.
Yeah. And as we're walking that way all together, I'm assuming I will show the group the piece of parchment that says where the X and such is.
It says what now? Cathalanter?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the guy who wanted the book?
Castellanter.
That name does sound familiar.
Perhaps.
We have come across a Cathalanter. I just don't remember. I think he was part of the family that wanted the book.
The Castellanters.
Yeah, the name sounds familiar. Although the dude on the boat's name sounded familiar too to me, so maybe.
Maybe you're just going crazy.
Yeah.
Do you want me to
sounds familiar, I guess.
to roll history to see if that's what it actually is?
That's what it was. Those were
Okay.
the people.
Yeah, he was the guy who wanted the book, or his family. The guy was part of the family, and that guy wanted that book. He says that was wanting the book for knowledge, like some people, and shoot daggers at they know who. And I'm just gonna keep on walking towards the upsetting pile of remains.
Yeah, so what is the is there any way we can carry or obtain these scraps?
Yes. Make an intelligence check.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
Holy
So,
Dang.
Stelio, in checking the components, the core of the machine is still intact, though dismembered and probably blind, deaf, and dumb. Nim is still alive.
Okay. We can. I think we can fix him. I think we can fix him. We just need to get all of his bits, and we'll put them back together. Like, does anybody have tape?
Should we take him back to your priest?
They're gonna be
Priestess
so
friend?
mad.
Well, we didn't do it.
Oh, they're gonna be so mad. Yeah, we should take him
He
back.
ran off. He could have gotten killed by anything. He could have run underneath a horse and died immediately. Luckily, he's not completely wasted. We
I wanna
optimism and all that.
dig through the parts to see if there is anything that doesn't belong. That looks more like a stone that doesn't belong as
Nope.
part of his construction. No.
No
Okay.
stones.
But it is a he, correct? No, that was a bad joke.
Man, this is upsetting. It's like seeing. Is this what you guys feel when one of you dies? This is weird.
Well, this is usually what it feels for other people when we die, because we don't
This feeling's called
have to deal with our earthly shackles anymore.
I don't like this. Make it stop. Strazik, hey, make it stop.
Can we go check out that mausoleum now, boys?
I'd like to actually I'd just like to roll an intelligence to try to just flick a switch on and off and make it stop. Can I do that?
Hey, don't touch my switches.
I'd like to roll a practical arts.
You know, Stelio, in times like this, I like to look to the stars for help and answers.
Of course you do, buddy.
Do they speak? Do you ask them questions?
If you know what you're looking for,
No.
and sometimes even when you don't, they will provide.
You're going to try and find that mausoleum?
Yes.
Excuse me.
As soon as I point out the remains, I'd like to immediately begin.
I'm going to
hunting.
start delicately collecting the remains in a way that isn't going to hurt them anymore.
Okay.
We should stop calling him remains. He's not dead yet.
The bits.
Buddy,
The bits.
Okay, so you can easily locate a large, well-maintained mausoleum with the name Castle Enter engraved above its entrance. There is a tremendous padlock and chain across the front door. Would someone like to investigate?
I'd love to investigate it.
Yeah, I mean, I have mage hand.
Do I know who would control the key to this lock? Who owns this property? Is it the Castellanters?
Yeah, the groundskeeper can probably get into any of the mausoleums as well.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll that investigation.
Okay.
I would like to cast guidance.
Okay.
It's almost evening. He's in his prime.
You want to throw a D4 for that?
Yeah,
guidance?
sure.
Okay.
Hey.
You're welcome.
So you can tell that the door has been opened recently. There's dirt smears indicating that it has recently been slit open.
Nice. This is the only entrance to the mausoleum. Huge ass padlock.
Yep. Big stone door locked with a chain.
What?
I didn't mean to do all those. I don't know what's happened. It just started clicking.
I thought somebody was rolling damage for a second. I was like, ah.
No, my mouse was really freaking out, and I don't know why.
Well, do we want to investigate this further?
We
think-
could try to find a groundskeeper, see if he wants to let us in.
I mean, I can do a quick jog around and see if I see anybody. I'm pretty.
Did we happen to pass a
quick.
groundskeeper on the way here?
Not coming up from the south entrance, but if you come in from the west side, one of the first buildings that you see, I guess while you're doing your quick jog around, is an office.
To the office.
There is
Uh,
a little old gnome with a long beard and thick spectacles sitting behind a desk.
Well, I'd like to come in and ask him how his night's going.
Hello, welcome. Do you need a
Hola.
plot?
Oh, I'm still feeling pretty alive over here.
Ah, grave humor. Excellent. Well, we do have several fine ones available in every class.
Well, I'll keep that in mind. You never know when I may need one.
What brings you to the office, if not to bury the dead?
We kind of need a favor.
Well,
There's a lock over here we kind of need opened.
oh, trying to access a family tomb.
Yeah.
It's a bit late. Perhaps you should return tomorrow.
This is very important.
Oh?
Just take a couple quick seconds just to pop over there and unlock this lock, and we'll be out of your hair.
I see. What
We'll
could
make sure not to wake
possibly
anybody.
be so important? This isn't that necromancer nonsense, is it?
Oh, of course not. We don't deal with those kinds of people.
Well, listen, I know he's a knight to Kalimvor, but don't discriminate against the poor foreigner.
Oh, nothing against them.
Well, as I said, perhaps it would be better if you returned tomorrow. I was just about to put on my evening tea.
We just really need this gate unlocked.
Well, perhaps I could slip down and get back. What, which
I
one?
can toss you gold.
Oh, no. I'm well paid for my services. Which one,
Okay,
sir?
cool. Follow me back to the group. This way.
Which key shall I bring?
All of them.
Oh, no, that's
Whoa,
not
no.
possible.
I don't know what key we need.
Who is
We need
your
the one-
relative, sir?
It's in the chat, FYI.
Definitely in the chat.
Castle Lantern.
I'm sorry.
Is that what? Is that not? That's the right one.
Yeah. Confidence.
I do not wish to offend you, but you don't strike me as being of the nobility.
No, I can get over here faster than the other guy that needs in here. I was just doing him a favor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Excellent. So
Yeah, just being nice.
You have a writ.
Yes.
Let me see it.
It's back with the other people. They're holding it. I have a friend that's holding it.
Ah. What a strange evening. Very well. He unlocks the box, reaches inside, digs around for a while, draws out a great bronze key. blazoned with a goose. He grabs his cane and begins slowly plodding in that direction.
Oh.
Can I offer you a lift?
Oh, no. Still life in my legs yet.
Okay.
You
I
can
will
hear the
escort him over.
guard beginning to call. Gates close at dusk. Hear, hear. Gates close at dusk.
Are you really sure I can't just give you a lift over there? I'll make sure you're nice and safe.
No. Don't be silly.
Really would be no trouble at all.
He ignores any offers to carry him places.
Damn.
Couple minutes later, you arrive. Wow, quite the procession.
You know, we like I said, this is kind of important. Just wanted to make sure, you know, everything went smooth.
Yes. May I see the writ?
I'm just gonna motion to Stelio.
I'm with the remains. Unless I'm done with that. If you're motioning me, that's a bad idea.
Okay, well, I'm a motion to literally anyone else that's here.
Yeah, what's up?
So he's led a little old man gnome who's carrying a great big bronze key. He's looking around, asking for a writ.
Can I look through my maps and papers and find an official looking document written in Sylvian
Sure.
and tell him that this is it and hand it to him?
Okay. Make a deception check.
It's just Sylvan, by the way.
Oh, it is what it is. Can I?
Sylvan.
I can cast guidance on myself, right?
And can I give Bardic
Sure.
Inspiration help?
Sure, you could do that too.
All right. Not that I'm
He's
not
playing in the
my
red.
dice roll.
Fanfare, you know.
Fuck.
Absolutely need an extra 2d4.
God!
Good heavens.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
And that bardic inspiration die?
A
That's
D6?
D4 as well, or is that a D6?
Oh, is it not?
Yes, a D6. You gained one
Oh.
D6.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
10, 11,
The-
12.
Can I no, can I give him advantage on that? No.
He suspiciously snatches the piece of paper away from you. You can tell he's having trouble seeing it because the light is getting dim. Yes, well, this is an order, and he hands it back.
I'm gonna only speak in Sylvan to him.
I'll hype man everything that he's saying in Sylvan. So like every fifth word, I'll just like say it.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. He opens the lock. Stop by the office when you're finished. Starts heading that way.
Thank you. We will. But Sylvan. I'm not
Will.
fluent.
In Sylvan.
Okay. You can see human footprints crisscrossing the dust on the upper level.
I'm gonna roll a perception check and see what the hell's in here. Just like in its entirety, anything alive.
So the ground floor has multiple caskets Some of them are up on daises. Some are along the walls. Then there are stairs leading deep down into the earth. Underground crypts area.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna do my anything alive check.
If
Check for anything alive.
I'm
Anything
there,
moving.
I want to pop a divine sense.
Ooh, that was almost a 9.
Can I investigate the footprints while they're doing that?
You can,
Oh,
yes.
I just use it. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, dang it! 2 in a row!
Oh my goodness.
Stop rolling. Just stop rolling.
No more rolls for you.
I say keep rolling.
So your investigation shows that there has been a satyr that's walked through here as well. Further investigation leads you to believe that these are your own footprints.
Ooh.
It's
Oh
not
my
just
god.
me.
Horace is not convinced that this is the same satyr and believes it might actually be a different satyr entirely.
I would like to point out that both of them, there are 2
arguing
satyrs
with-
in the party.
I'm gonna start arguing with Horace on whose footprints these are.
I'm just gonna no, look, I'm telling you, look, your hoof size is this big, right? Okay, well this one's slightly larger.
Okay. Divine sense pops nothing.
Nothing. Got it. Cool.
Oh, it doesn't have hold on. This one.
Do we want to get trapped inside the city of the dead all night?
We're probably already trapped in the city of Deadall.
Can I cast detect magic?
Then we're downward bound.
Okay, you can, yes. Urban, you pick up 5 people entered and 2 people left.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the Urban Outfitters.
Well,
You
I would
smell
like to
any
relay
jeans
that
in
to the
there?
party, of course.
Smell
many
any
of them
jeans
will
in
stay
there?
right?
Well, by my math, there's at least 3 people that did not leave.
How many satyrs were in that party? Could you tell?
There are 2 in ours, and that is the only satyrs, I believe, in this entire city at the moment, possibly.
See, isn't that a mystery in itself?
You dumb today.
It's okay. The only good roll that I had was an accident, so
He was up too late gazing at the stars.
Yep.
Okay, what are we doing?
do I
Descending,
get anything
think.
off of detect magic?
No.
Did you?
There is nothing
Awesome.
magical in the radius except for what you may have brought with you.
Well, so far it's so good. So yeah, I say onward.
Okay. You head down below. It's damp, it's cool. You immediately spot 3 bodies lying amidst the crypts.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean over to Zoralos and whisper, I don't like traversing where the stars don't shine. And I'm gonna step just a little bit closer to Zoralos for comfort.
I'll drink to that.
Zoralos, didn't you say that Mr. Knight already investigated this place and said it was just a crypt?
He said that I thought he was referencing that the X on the spot was simply referencing to this mausoleum in its entirety. Not that he checked it out, but that he recognized that it was just, I don't know.
Indeed, sir.
Well, I'll roll a. Can I roll a flat history on the exact meaning of his? I think it's just a mausoleum. Maybe an insight.
He came over here and saw that it was locked and determined that it had nothing to do with the necromancer.
Heck yeah, that's what I thought. I'll relay that that, and yeah, all of that to Stellian.
Okay. Okay.
Pretty sure he just said, "Yep, it's a building."
I bought a glaive, right?
Yes.
Why do I not have a glaive in my stuff?
I have no idea.
That item. How do I? Oh, jeez.
Okay, so are you checking out these bodies?
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna drop another investigation.
They're all three wearing crimson robes. Taurus, you find that there are two men and a woman, and a woman. The woman is still alive.
Aha! I'm gonna go over and do the good old CPR checklist and tap her shoulder and see if she's awake.
She's not. She's deeply unconscious. She needs healing.
Yay. Josig, Stelio.
Yeah, I'd like to. Is she? So is she? Could I roll a medicine to see if she's like on 0 hit points or not?
She is.
Basically.
She is on 0 hit points. But do me a favor, make a religion check.
Okay.
She is wearing an emblem of 3 tightly integrated triangles.
To also make a religion check if that's not a problem.
You can't quite place what it is, but Stellio recognizes it as the symbol of Asmodeus.
I think I know what that is, but I don't know if I know what that is.
Oh, now it goes up there. Of course.
I'm gonna. Should we? Are we gonna wake her up? Are we waking her up? Is that the plan?
I mean, if
Yep.
we want to, yeah, I could,
No, hold on. I'm gonna nudge her with my foot and what?
Yeah, so just so you know, your character would know, having made that check, Asmodeus is the lawful evil prince of the 9 hells.
Can I roll a perception to see? Or did we figure out where the tracks went? Like it had been recently opened. Can I look for
I hate
tracks?
that.
It's probably these fresh bodies.
Does it show you guys that second proc of lay on hands?
That's fine.
Yes.
yeah, it just shows it.
That's awful. I don't.
Why? What was that?
Well, so if I heal something, it does the first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when I go to update my counter to show how many I have, it does the second one.
Yeah.
So if I used 5, it would say the second one 5 times in chat. That's
Weird.
very.
Okay.
Anyway, she has a hit point. If that ever becomes a problem.
So you heal her for a hit point. She gasps deeply, breathing air in fully. Who are you?
So I'm Horace. This is our toaster.
I'm not a toaster.
That's Han. That's Skivers. That's
Yeah. This is my
Patches
army of
of Houlihan.
rats.
I don't even eat toast.
Oliver? She starts to try to sit up and look around. Oliver.
Is there a perception check, I guess, to see who she's calling for?
Well, she spots one of the bodies laying nearby and looks very sad.
Oof.
Can you tell us what happened here, ma'am?
Backstabbers. Traitors.
You'll have that.
Yeah, just oof. That's all I got.
Arn and Cephia. I don't see either of them here. They must have gone to the windmill alone.
Windmill day.
This
which
windmill you
windmill do
speak
you
of.
speak of?
Yes, where
Whoa.
is it?
Haha, Jinx, you owe me a Coke. That's how that works, right, guys? Right?
She
Huh?
starts to
The
stand up.
Coke.
I must avenge my love.
Oh, now.
There you go, Jacob.
What?
You awakened a pissed off person.
By the way, Waterdeep is not officially sponsored by Coke.
Which of you healed me?
That would be the
I'm
toaster.
gonna immediately point at Stelio.
Do it again.
it's-
Heal me fully
uh,
so that I may lead you into battle.
no. Oh well. I don't know how good that would be for you. Also, I don't have that much healing.
I think you need to slow down and explain to us what's going on before we rush into a fight.
I have just been betrayed.
I gathered that. Is there any more information you can give us?
Our orders were to wait here for the stone, to take it to an old stone windmill where ceremonies are held. There was a fight. I don't remember much. That
What?
there, she kicks one of the bodies, is Kaith. Worthless. Spit. He spits at him. Oliver, on the other hand, he is worth avenging. We were all loyal members, following the chain of command, obeying the laws. This
Whose
sort of,
chain of command? Sorry to interrupt.
we obey the Great Order.
What kind of rituals take place at the windmill, if you don't mind me asking?
Holy worship.
Holy worship. To Osmodius, I would assume.
She draws the sign of Osmodius in the air as you say his name.
I see.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see if I could think of any rituals, dark rituals they might be doing?
Sure.
And that would proc my neat little advantage that I got for studying that book early on, right?
Yeah.
Sick. Two 16s.
Awesome use of your advantage. I love it.
Doubles roll again.
Is it true? Is he gonna roll again?
No, he doesn't need to.
Yeah.
Yes, there were numerous spells in there for summoning and binding a devil to a contract. Advice on how to do so, and carefully at that.
I'm going to speak in Sylvan to Zorlos. None of these rituals they could be doing are a good idea.
Okay. We would be interested to follow you to your war destination. However, we are all seemingly trapped in the city of the dead until sunrise by the order of the guards.
This is a solvable problem, she says. Swear to me you will aid me until the betrayers are dead.
No offense, but we don't know who the good guys are in this situation. Other than us, of course.
Good. It's so relative. All that matters is what is binding and what has been agreed to.
Agree to disagree, madam. But good is good, regardless of what contracts and social constructs have been built around good and bad.
Again, good evil, these are perspective. The law is the law. Clear, concise, treacherous to some, but not to the clever. And anyway, I can get out of the city. That is not your issue. If you bind yourself in service to me, I shall lead you to where you wish to go.
I'm going to heavily recommend we not do that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like
I'm
something
going
we should
to
do.
back them wholeheartedly.
I'd like to do an insight check to see if she has any sort of malice towards us.
Okay.
God.
She doesn't seem to. She's a little annoyed.
We are, by the binding laws of this city, are already in treacherous territory, binding ourselves to certain groups of individuals. We cannot say anything without first checking the validity of the situation.
It is not by the laws of men that I bind you to this agreement. We don't dabble in such frivolities. Trust me. You help me kill Arn Zolrondar and Sephia Nekri, and our pact will be fulfilled.
I'll as soon as she says the names, I'll look around at the group, hoping to maybe proc a.
I'd like to propose a sort of counter pact. I'd like to see if she would agree to how should I word this? I'd like to see if she would agree to another pact in which she. Oh, I literally just can't word this. Basically, she cannot harm anyone other than those two people during our time together.
Okay, so she would counter as making that an acceptable condition of the pact she is binding one of you to.
I don't like this whole idea of pacts and whatnot.
I don't either, but I don't see a way that she helps us any other way. I think she's very set in her ways.
Well, we can
Seems
just
simple.
not have a pact and go help her anyways.
I don't think she's going to come with us if we don't form a pact with her. I think
Who's we need one person to form a pact, yeah? Who wants to do it?
I form a pact with no one except Saloon and the stars.
I've formed a few too many pacts in my past.
Also, I had a quick look. What race is she? Is she human?
She is, yes, a human.
Okay.
30 years old.
Does anybody in the party know Elvish?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna start speaking in Elvish because I'm assuming that she won't know it. Hopefully. And ask the party if we should figure out more about, what kind of ritual she does, if the people who betrayed her are betraying her because she's doing these bad rituals. Maybe we should help the other people, see what our options are.
I would just like it to be known by the group that if it comes down to it, I am totally down to gat this woman down.
So I think that so if the other people possibly took the stone, we need to find them, right?
Right.
That's what we think right now, is that they took the stone. They betrayed
Oh,
them and took the
100%.
stone.
Well,
We just have to find out which one's the actual bad party.
yeah, we need to
I'm-
figure out who is the lesser of two evils.
I personally think right now that we just need, like, our sole goal should be pursuing the stone.
I'm gonna
And-
look at Zoros and say I don't know what they're saying, but there is not a good ritual they could be doing, from
Yeah.
my knowledge. And I'm gonna say
Mm.
that in Sylvan. But-
We also must find out where it went and seek out the stone. I say someone either fucking binds a pact with her, we kill them all, or we interrogate her, figure it out, and leave her here.
Could I roll
All
a
in some-
religion check to see if I know any sort of texts or anything of Baranar True Silver that could possibly help in this pact in some way?
Sure.
Okay. I'd also like to give myself guidance before I do that.
Okay.
Switching back to common and addressing the lady in the room. This pact you're speaking of, is it more of like a we shake hands and call it good kind of pact? Is it we draw blood and are blood brothers for a while? Because if that's the kind of pact you need, don't look at me. Or is it like, how are you wanting to seal the deal? I guess.
Your word is enough.
And is that indicative of some sort of spell? Is it gonna cause some sort of reaction from the one you worship, or is it literally just
So-
you take us on our word?
Strazig, what kind of information are you looking for?
I'm basically looking for like some sort of, like, I'm just trying to like recall if I had read anything about forming pacts with
Okay.
people for the, like, representing other deities and like how it's viewed upon and like
Yeah,
what I can
so-
do about it.
In the great cosmological war, there are several important factions. The dark side of these are the demons and the devils. The demons are the chaotic evil bunch. They sow pain to cause pain in and of its own sake. The devils are the lawful evil bunch, and they run a very strict hierarchy from Asmodeus all the way down to the lowest level cultist. The way that Asmodean devotees gain in power is by binding others beneath them. It's like a pyramid scheme. It starts like this with simple agreements that are only necessarily binding if Asmodeus or one of his devils can be bothered to go and enforce it. But they gain more and more power, into which an appropriately loyal cultist can actually become a bottom rung devil, and by binding other devils becomes a higher rung and can work its way up the corporate ladder, so to speak.
I've also heard that if you sell 5 condos, you get to move up as well.
Right? Which, maybe that's what Volo was doing when he sold you Troll Skull. Who knows?
Location, location, location.
Anyway, so yeah, that's what she's getting at. Whether it would have any magic is highly unlikely. But if you did agree to a thing with a ward of Asmodeus and didn't uphold the bargain, theoretically Asmodeus himself could come to collect.
I mean, I'm down to make a sketchy pact. I mean, I'm the sketchy one of the group.
And as an acolyte of Baranar True Silver, how would I feel about anyone making a pact with a member, an acolyte of
that's
them?
blasphemous. That's absolutely aberrant.
Well,
That's what I
Strawberry doesn't
assumed,
like
yeah.
me anyway, so.
That's true.
So I'll just be straight, turn to the lady and say, "Where's the windmill?"
Not far.
Um, how about we all go together, no pacts. We are not a pact some group.
Are you going to kill them?
Mayhaps.
I think it is in our best interest to end their lives. Yes, I believe that they are a treacherous bunch, and they will only hurt more people the longer they live on this earth planet.
Well, they
This
certainly deserve it. Very well. I will not accompany you without assurances, but you may find an old stone windmill in the southern ward.
Do we want this chick to come with us?
I
think yes, because she is aligned with these people and she might be disposed of as well.
Alright, let's pact it up, baby.
no pacts, no pacts
I'm
whatsoever. I think that's just
stretching
where
out
we're at.
stretching out my hand.
Please do not do that. We know where it is. Let's just go deal with the problem.
A
Yeah, but what if
small.
she's the problem?
Then well, here's the thing. It's not a problem as long as we have the friggin' stone.
Well, I understand that. But what if
We can
she's
meta.
the issue? We don't know the whole story yet.
But we know where the story's headed.
Oh my gosh.
Horace, as soon as you reach out your hand, a small sort of Illuminati-looking triangle just appears out of thin air, shakes your hand, and just poof vanishes.
Perfect. I love it. Where do I get another?
Okay, so
We needn't make any pacts, is all I'm saying.
But I did anyways, so she can come with us.
Gotta love it.
So you want to enter into the agreement with her?
Yeah, might as well.
I highly suggest you do not.
I think it's
Heavily suggest you do not.
completely needless.
YOLO.
And
also
Sylvan,
What up, homie? Where do I
Heroic.
sign up for this pyramid scheme?
Okay, so she makes the sign of Asmodeus in the air. She says, until such time as Arn Zolrender and Sephia Nelkri are dead, you will aid me in seeking that goal, and I will not harm any of your companions.
She won't hurt any of us until they're dead. So
What I heard, yep.
loopholes. Okay, yeah, sure.
She shakes your hand.
I'm gonna whisper in Sylvan to Zorlos. If at all cost, if anything else fails, we can dispose of her as well.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, she is only at 1 HP, so
Yeah, but that demon that she's gonna have kill us probably isn't. That's all
Right.
good.
I'll be aight. Onward to the windmill, lady.
So we have to get out of the freaking city of the dead first.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so as you shake, you hear. I think it's infernal.
Aha, I speak that.
Yes, that's why I wanted to get it right. But whatever, whichever the native devil language is, you hear a
Primordial?
whisper in your primordial is elemental.
Oh yeah.
You hear a whisper in your head that says the deal is struck.
Ooh, mysterious. Like it.
Oh, good.
Okay, so she dusts herself off, looks once more longingly at her fallen companion, and steely-eyed charges toward the fence. She takes you to a shrub behind which is a metal grate. She inserts a key and unlocks it and leads you through the wall.
In
Go.
the sewers again. Let's go, boys.
Let's go.
All right, and I think we will stop there for tonight. The good news is you have entered into and done just a little bit of Chapter 4, meaning you are now level 4.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Oh, that's 2 entire spells for me. I'm so happy.
And we will catch everybody next time.
On